library. The girl was like, I know you. You get what I'm saying? But she knew me, and she was like, yeah, because I took a picture with me and everything. And I'm like, hello, guys, we get ready to get started. Exactly. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson used to get in disguise, go to the public park. We're getting started, y'all. All right. It is 12:33, and it is time for Heart Connections and Heart Talk with your heart coach, Adelai Brown, right here on KineticHiFi.com. How are you guys doing on this beautiful Friday? It's a feel-good Freedom Friday, and I'm so thankful to be here with you guys today. It's time for Heart Talk. Heart Talk is the talk portion of our show. This is where we renew our minds and restore our hearts. And this segment is brought to you by my new book, Help Save Me from My Broken Heart, Your Journey to Living and Loving Again. You can pre-order your copy of Help Save Me from My Broken Heart at theheartconnections.com. You can also catch me live right now on the Heart Connections YouTube page. You can get there quickly by typing in bit.ly/Heart Connections. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with anyone you know. I may be talking about something that one of your friends may be going through something, or somebody you saw on the street. Send them a link, tell them to check it out. Thank you guys for the love. Now let's get into Heart Talk. We've been talking about making a decision today on this Feel Good Freedom Friday. And now we're going to talk about desire, because I think many people think that they've made a decision, but really they're just desiring for some things. So let's look at desire. Let's see here. To desire is to wish or long for, to crave or to want. To wish or long for, to crave or to want. To express a wish, to obtain, ask for, request. To express a wish to obtain, to ask for, or request. That's a desire. Okay. A decision is a conclusion or resolution reached after consideration. So a desire is the wish, the crave. The desire is you saying what you want. The decision is the conclusion. The decision is you saying, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it no matter what. I'm going to do it no matter what. Desire is you talking about what you're going to do. Decision is doing it. So how we say desire is talking about it. Decision is being about it. Desire is preaching. Decision is practicing what you preach. Come on now. And I feel like a lot of us, especially those of us when it comes to our faith, we get angry with God because certain things don't take place. But we get angry with him because they don't take place. But it's not his fault. It's our fault. You can walk around wishing and hoping. It's like you can wake up every day. Oh, I wish that I could live in the neighborhood across the street. But you may live in a neighborhood where the houses range, to up to 200,000. But maybe you want to live in a neighborhood where the houses start out at 500,000. And every time you ride past, oh, I desire to live in that neighborhood. Oh, I wish I long for, I'm craving it. Oh, I want to live there so bad. Tell me, how much closer are you getting to that place by wishing? How much closer are you getting to that space by desiring it? Desire is good, but you have to carry through on that desire. And that's what making a decision is. And it is important for us to do that because there is too much going on in our lives. I want to talk to you a little bit about digging in the dirt. This is going to be a segment on our conversations with LJ and Adelai. And God gave me this morning when I was on the phone with Eris. So shout out to you, Eris. Love you, Eris. Shout out to Bubba. We love all of our Army, all of our military and armed forces. Sending love to you, Bubba. And this came to me this morning when I was talking on the phone, and it just hit me that we're digging in the dirt. And for many of us, that's what the desire is like in life. We just kind of wasting around. It's like things aren't very meaningful. I want to be happy in my marriage. I want my children to respect me. I want my parents to respect me. Shout out to whoever's viewing in. Thanks for viewing in on the YouTube page. I want my life to be good. I want my family to, I want to be a millionaire. I want to drive an A7. That's my car. I'm talking about me. I'm the best person to use for examples, right? That keeps us safe. Anyways, um, I desire these things. But the thing about it is, and I think I heard Dr. Castle allude to this some yesterday, I can desire it all I want to. What am I doing to make those things happen? That's where decision comes in. Because people are like, well, I tried, Adelaide. Well, what did you try? Well, I wanted it really bad. And then when I called, they told me I couldn't get in. So that was that. That was that. Really? I mean, really? Okay, so you still in the desire stage, obviously, because when you want something, you're not going to take no for an answer. When you want something, if you've ever seen the movie John Q, and I know I have not seen that movie, and it came out, I think, in like 04, 05, and I have not, let me tell you something, God is powerful because I wasn't thinking about that at all. But that is a perfect example. If you have not seen that on this Friday night, that's a perfect movie for you to go and watch with your family because Denzel was awesome in that movie. And his desire was he wanted his son to be healed and he wanted better for his son, but he made a decision that it was going to happen no matter what. And if you watch that movie, I don't want to give it away because this would definitely be great for a family night, movie night. Going back to desire, if you're someone, this is how I love heart coaching, how it just kind of goes all over the place. If your desire is you want more for your family and you're like, I don't know, we don't get along. It's always so awkward. Dad can't get the kids to get off the phone. Tell everybody put their phone down. Go to Redbox or go to Netflix, someplace, find John Q and watch John Q this weekend. And in the movie, it just pretty much shows what happens when we make a decision when we're not going to take no for an answer. We are in a place in our lives. Look at what's going on the news. When our children, when you have elementary school kids afraid to go to school because they don't want to get shot in their classroom, when you have all of the things going on in the news with the leader of the free world and some of the things that we go through, I pray for our president daily, y'all. I mean it sincerely, I do. And I mean, when we look at what's being done to society and people so confused, and then they want you to be confused, all in their confusion, it's in desire. It's like many of us are like ships just out on the water with no anchor, just floating. And that seems fine. We're just going with the flow of life. All of that stuff seems fine until all of that stuff seems fine until you hit a sandbar or you run into something that tears up your boat and now you're sinking. And that's what's happening in life. We're living in the moment too much. We are feeding into our physical desires. We just want to pacify things. And that's where desire is. Well, I want to be happy. So maybe this is what I need to do. And I want to do this and I want to do that. No, make a decision that you're going to be fulfilled and you're going to live on purpose. Happiness will come. It has its place. But what you really want is peace. That's what you want. And that's one of the reasons why I want to talk to you a little bit about digging in the dirt, because this whole idea of digging in the dirt just pretty much speaks to the idea of you're going to have to go through some things. And I'm going to tie the digging in the dirt. We'll definitely elaborate more on that in the last segment, because we're going to talk about greatness in the last segment. So you want to stick around for that as well. But one of the things that we have to realize that many of us are stuck in desire and our world is suffering because of it. When we make a decision that we're going to live to our fullest potential, that decision brings about solutions to the problem. Remember, one of the definitions to decide, it talked about coming to a conclusion, coming to a resolve for a dilemma, an issue, a struggle. That's what a decision does. When you make a decision that you're going to do the best you can do and live your life to the fullest, regardless of what people have to say, you bring about solutions to problems. It gets on my nerve when people say, They need to do better. They need to do something about the violence in our community. Who are they that need to do better? I want my children to live in a better place. That's a desire. And that's a great desire. But when are you going to decide that they're going to live in a better place? And once you make that decision, guess what? Then God gives you other thoughts that come after that so that that can actually take place. But the problem is many of us are too afraid to decide. And you know why we're afraid to decide? Because we're afraid to be great. And I'm going to talk about that in the last hour. That is something that I have struggled with in seasons. Every time it's testing time, like when you finish a semester in school, I've dealt with this idea in seasons. We are afraid of making a decision because we are afraid of dealing with the outcome of that decision. We don't know. It's great to make a decision and it works out and everybody can praise you and support you. But what happens when you make a decision and it fails? What happens when I wanted the best for my family? So I made decisions to make better for my family, but what I got was worse. What happens? What do you do with that? That's called digging in the dirt. And we're going to be talking about that. It is so important for us to understand that so many of us are stuck in desire. I just want to be happy. I just want somebody to love me. I just want somebody to care. When are you going to come to a conclusion that that's what you're going to have, even if you are the only one that's going to do it right now for this time? I'm not being insensitive. I'm honestly mocking myself, to be honest with you. I was having a little pity party a few days ago and I started listening to Joyce Meyer's tape and she was talking about how you thinking. And that thing just made me laugh at myself. But it also made me realize that what I have to do in my life, when I made the decision that God, I'm going to live for you and I'm going to do the best that I can do. And my living for you is not going to look like how everybody else look living for you. And I'm okay with that. But I made that decision. The enemy does not like that. We are in a battle of good and evil. When you feel, well, I just feel like I can't make a decision. It's just so much coming at me. It is a lot coming at you. Listen, if I am your opponent, am I going to give you time to set up and get yourself together? If I am your enemy and we're going to battle, why would I give you time to set up and get yourself together and fortify yourself against me? Our lack of decision is putting us in harm's way. We have to make decisions and stand in those decisions because those things are going to bring us, they're ushering us in to our greatness, even if we're being ushered in with suffering, with pain, with frustration, with discomfort, whatever it is going to change your life. That decision is not just going to change your life. That decision is going to change this world. Oh, Adelie, you always so out there. No, I'm telling the truth. And I want you to think about that. Would you mind? Would you mind thinking about yourself that highly? Consider it. This has been Heart Talk with your heart coach, Adelai Brown, right here on kinetichifi.com. Pre-order your copy of Help, Save Me from My Broken Heart at theheartconnections.com. Now, I don't mind loving on you. Neither does Earth, Wind, and Fire. Would you mind? Right here. Heart Connections and kinetichifi.com.